Hey, we're live. This is the first time we've done a live stream since the holiday special.
It's been a long time.
Because when I first joined this, like it had all the old holiday special stuff, which I don't understand why it defaults to that if it's the same account as everyone else. So does that mean everyone else has to turn off the holiday special stuff every time they join the stream and no one said anything? All right, we got one viewer. So for those watching in the past, or no, not in the past, in the future, or watching now, we were supposed to do a live stream tonight with Kyle and Joe from No Hype Beer Reviews and the Beer Patrol, respectively. But life got in the way, and we're going to reschedule that. But Mike and I were like, let's still do a live stream and just kind of shoot the shit. We keep forgetting that we ordered this. Did we film an unboxing of these two?
I don't think so.
We both ordered a box of Other Half's Pastry Town beers this year. I don't remember if we did we did separate unboxings. We did separate unboxings, right? And it, like, the running joke with both of us is we both forget we have them. Like, I had it, like, there was like 2 boxes covering it last night, and I found them again, and I was like, hey, are you forgetting that we have these beers too? So the initial goal was for us to get together and actually review them, but at this point, too much beer. So Mike's got some, I got some. We're gonna pop them tonight, and it's gonna be a blast.
What are you drinking right now?
I am drinking a Von Trapp Bavarian style Pilsner. It is delicious.
Very, very nice.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking my favorite Everyday Hazy.
What's that? Is that the name of the beer? Oh, nice. I guess if you're going to be drinking a giant Other Half stout, that's probably a good beer to start with.
Yeah.
I didn't think that far ahead. Whatever.
If we do what we're looking to do, I'm going to, by the end of the stream, I'm like, Mommy. I don't need...
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Which Other Half stout did you decide to go with?
We getting 2 bottles, right?
Oh, I have another bottle in the fridge, but I have this one now. And I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to do. We don't have to do 2 of them. Like, there's a bunch of other.
What am I doing? What am I doing here then? Sean, listen. You said we're gonna party. We're gonna fucking party. It's just gonna be like every other party, just me and you in the corner crying.
Oh man,
it's like all those parties all over again.
It's true.
So I am doing over 1 billion served.
Oh, nice. Which one's that?
This is bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with vanilla soft serve ice cream, pecans, cacao nibs, and sea salt.
Jesus. I went.
And the other one I want to do, we'll get to it later, but it's 1 trillion served. So.
Oh, wait, is the other one the non-barrel aged one?
I think the other one is like chocolate ice cream instead and stuff like that.
This one is a collab with Other Half and Kane called Sunday Crunch. It's 18-month barrel-aged, doesn't say bourbon or rum, barrel-aged imperial granola milk porter with coffee, cinnamon, maple, vanilla, toasted coconut, almond, and milk sugar. I don't have a bottle opener.
I just found mine. I usually use like those big paddle ones because they're better for me. This is probably going to hurt my hand.
Back here. Got it.
All right, bud. Let's do this. Like Brutus.
I'm told that they're coming on Monday to cut the window. I see 3 people are watching. Is everyone what's everyone drinking on this lovely Friday night, or what are you up to on this Friday night? Not necessarily what you're drinking.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is 14%.
This is 15%.
Like, I swirled it just to see if I could get a little bit of a head, but no. It's just
I get a head going, but if I try to get lacing, it just immediately dribbles down, and all I get is alcohol.
Yep. Yours looks like mine.
It looks like bad decisions.
Yeah, true story.
Mm.
I just took a nose. Holy crap.
Jesus Christ. Mine just smells like decadent chocolate mess.
Yeah, that's pretty much what mine smells like too. Imagine if all of these beers are the exact same. They're just like, fuck those, fuck those dessert boys.
Fuck those nerds. They don't know. They don't know beer. Like
at this point, I don't care. It all tastes good. What did Cameron say? Stopped chilling my way home from work. Had mosaic cutting tiles. That is the only version of cutting tile. Sorry, I lied. That and El Dorado is the only version of cutting tiles I like. Because that's the original Archaic.
We had cutting tiles the last time we had one together, Sean. Do you remember this?
Yeah, Citra cutting tiles.
Where were we when we had this?
We were. Oh, it was after the Treehouse anniversary party.
It was before.
It was
having
before?
a beer in the.
Oh right, no.
Yeah, we got to the hotel room. We met up to do the video. It said it to read.
Yes, you're
and
right.
We drank for it.
Yes, you're right. So terrible. I'm gonna take a taste of this.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
I keep having to tell myself we're not reviewing the same beer, so I don't have to like go through the motions. You know what I mean? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's an almond joy bar in a glass.
Interesting.
The coconut and the almond are coming through. Awesome.
This is not an almond joy, but it's a candy bar. It's something like, I don't know, maybe like a Milky Way or something. It's rich, it's decadent, it's sort of caramelly. The chocolate's a little more earthy. There's, because I think it has cacao nibs, right? Yeah, cacao nibs. I have pecans, although I get nuttiness, but it's not really particularly pecans. It could be anything, but it's nice.
Yeah, this is insane. I do get a little bit of the maple, cinnamon, coffee comes through a little bit, but I think you could handle this. Like it comes through like kind of like through the mid palate mixed in if you really look for it. This is ridiculous. But then again, the last two we had were also ridiculous. So,
how's the booze coming through on yours?
It's pretty boozy.
Mine too. It does have like ethanol in the back.
The last two we get at your house were pretty boozy too.
I feel like they had a burning in the throat. Oh, not the throat, sorry, the upper chest. Yeah. But it didn't have like an ethanol-y kind of bite.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of remember that now that you say that. God damn.
Yeah, girl.
Let's see. No other comments. 2 people watching now. So yeah, how was your work week? How was your work week?
Work was interesting. Hi Vanessa, how are you?
Oh, hey Vanessa. I totally forgot I could put comments on the screen.
Very nice. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's work, I suppose.
You still training, or are you now fully in?
Oh no, still
in the thick of it.
Still training. It's not because of it's just we've had limited resources and an overabundance of new employees for other shifts and stuff, and because other people are on other shifts, they get the priority of training over me.
That's weird.
Because other shifts have less support than first shift.
Okay.
So, but like this week, I did get my hands dirty a few times.
Nice.
Figuratively, not really, because it's not a dirty job.
I think I need to change my camera. I'm like looking. Does it look weird that I'm just looking down?
Yes.
Because the camera's obviously there. So let me see what hold on. Because you always give me shit about that.
Well, when we're doing videos and you're clearly like looking away.
Yeah, that looks a little better.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Whatever. I can switch back and forth.
No, it's brighter.
Yeah.
The other one has more.
Which is weird because this is literally the laptop camera.
Yeah. The other one has like richer coloring. This is like brighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's How's everything over in the Fury household? How's the daughter and the alligator?
So let me tell this story to people that are on the stream, 4 people. So usually if anyone has kids, I'm sure you ask your kid when they get home from school and you say, well, how was school? And they go, I don't know. I don't remember. Fine. It was okay. So my daughter's 7. Same. That's what she says. So her and my wife go out. I'm looking at Facebook earlier and I see that there's a kangaroo. The school posted pictures of all the kids in the gymnasium with a kangaroo. And I'm like, what? So I call my wife and I'm like, can you ask Kaylee if there was a kangaroo at school today? She's like, oh yeah, and I got to pet an alligator. That's not something you. Oh, what'd you do at school today? Did you do anything good? I got to see. No, not really. Not you got to see a kangaroo. But then it also dawned on me. I don't remember the school ever saying that animals were coming in. Not that I care. I would have been fine with it. But it's like, shouldn't that be something?
You have I think you do. Yeah.
I could have had maybe I had permission slip and I didn't realize it. I'm a great parent. You know what? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. But it was a few weeks ago. I think that'd remind you.
Why would he need reminding if the kids gonna be hanging around big friggin' animals, Sean?
You know. But yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. Heck, if I knew that, I would have tried to go. It was a big kangaroo too.
You're an animal.
I know.
So as I'm sipping this, the ethanol is still staying pretty high up in the mix there, but it's actually quite smooth before that. It's almost like ice cream dessert kind of smooth.
Do you taste the ice cream?
Not necessarily ice cream, I guess. That's what does ice cream taste like, you know? It's like fucking milk and shit.
They don't say what kind of ice cream, which is weird. It's like could be any kind of ice cream.
No, it says vanilla soft serve.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not necessarily that it tastes like this ice cream, but it's sort of like smooth drinking until it hits that ethanol bit, and it's weird. It's almost drinking like because of the temperature, more like a lukewarm kind of milk frap kind of ice cream frap. You know,
it's pretty interesting. That sounds
that's good.
But then again, other half, it's really hard for them to do bad for. At least in our eyes, because they do so much good stuff when it comes to stouts. Like we always love their stouts. There's only been a handful I remember being like, meh.
Yeah, I think it's not necessarily the stouts. The stouts are fine. I don't mean that. It's just they really do well with adjuncts.
Yeah, they know how to not make them overpowering, not too cloying. Like if you read these, you think it's gonna be like if any other brewery made something like this, it would just probably be like over the top, too sweet, blah blah blah.
Yep, and this isn't too sweet. It's certainly dessert boy, but it's not too sweet.
Yeah.
You know, I think part of that is because they do use the cacao nibs. They do have a bourbon barrel.
It doesn't say barrel, which is weird. It just says barrel aged.
It does say there's sea salt. I'm not really quite getting the sea salt necessarily. And my beer is warm. You should be able to get all the flavors, you know. Actually, there it is. I didn't notice it. It's sort of like, it touched me almost at the same point that the booze is hitting it. So I'm not like, I'm getting the booze first, you know?
That's where the maple kind of comes through for me. So it's kind of hidden. So like you get the maple, but then the booze hits right away. So it's almost masked. The interesting thing is that last sip I took, I got the granola, which is not something I'd expect to get. Thoughts on Trillium's IPAs recently?
Interesting.
Now, to be fair, if we're talking recently, I couldn't tell you, right? Like we haven't had them in a while, specifically because we weren't digging on them. The last one we probably had, or I had, I can't even think about what. Can you think of what the last one you had?
Yeah, I had a 4-point maybe sometime around Thanksgiving. It was very good. It was very good.
I'm trying to think. I think I maybe had a Streets.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, the last Streets I had was bad.
Hold on, Carrie's trying to get my attention.
Yeah, I was really like kind of on a lot of their IPAs in the last couple of years for the most part. The 4-point I had with Reed. It was very good. But other than that, I haven't liked anything, honestly.
Yeah, usually I'm thinking of their Pilsners, their stouts, they're something that's not their IPAs. But I guess I'll throw that question back at you, John. What did you think of, like, which ones are you drinking now that you think they're drinking good? Are you more on the negative side like us? Things like that.
Ooh, Clayton is commenting here. What's up, fellas? And I had the planes, trains, or whatever. Very nice. 12%. How is that, Clayton? Because Sean, we've had it in the past, right?
And we hated it.
We hated it. I think we had it on a Christmas special.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was horrible. But it was like maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
It was the very first batch, and I refused to buy it when it came out again. I keep saying to myself, why do they keep making this beer? But people like it apparently, but maybe the other batches were finer. And some people, I guess, for some people, a quadruple IPA is appealing, and some people would like that. But I think for me, it was just too much.
Well, I don't think it necessarily has to do with being quadruple, because all that stuff's arbitrary. You know, it's like Imperial's Imperial, all that double, triple, quadruple's all Imperial. It's all arbitrary dumbness.
Yep.
But I just think that whatever we had was so harsh with the alcohol, it was miserable to drink.
Yeah. Didn't hide the alcohol at all. Okay.
Yeah, girl. That's exactly how I thought it was. I thought it was so miserably boozy, like unpleasant in almost honestly every respect.
I can't think of a quad IPA I've had, and I could probably count on, maybe I've had that. I've had something else. I think I like a beer fest. The very first one I remember ever hearing about was Burlington, when they did like an anniversary party a few years ago. Oh, not an anniversary party, but they had an anniversary for their brewery. And I remember, like, I think I sent it to the text, the group chat with you and Reed and Josh, and I was like, what quadruple IPA, is this a thing? And then I don't think I ever tried that one, but I think the first one I definitely tried, I'm pretty sure, was a Trillium, and I was like, do not want.
I want to get to John R's comment in a second, but I do want to say hi to Douglas.
Oh, hey Douglas, what's going on? It's I guess it's not too late your time, right? 5 hours ahead, so it's evening on a Friday. So what's going on? Cheers.
It was at midnight on a Friday at Sean's house. Sean had been in bed for 3 hours. Don't let him kid you here.
Unless I'm doing this, I don't know.
Yeah,
this is thinking haven't had in the year, so.
No, honestly, John, same thing here for the most part. The last time I actually went there excited to buy something was probably that when they did Escape Plan last year, the year before.
Yeah. I went during Oktoberfest, and I bought the Oktoberfest and the collab with Fox Farm, but they're both lagers, right? So if you're going to order from them, I know that they still have some stouts and stuff, and I've seen some of the daily servings. They just put out a new daily serving today, and their lagers.
Tropical Punch. Yeah.
Their house Pilsner is amazing. So if you're into lagers and like fruited sours or fruited Berliners, I would say go with that. But if you're looking for IPAs, I can't really. Maybe they got better. I don't know.
No one's. I haven't heard anything about it, so that might say something.
Yeah.
It used to be every time you turn around, there was some big like Trillium IPA release that everyone was like, look.
They just got them down in North Carolina, actually, can drops, because I guess they're going to be at Fontaflora's. I don't know if it's a Fontaflora anniversary party or a thing. They have other half there. Trillium's going to be there pouring, because John, our buddy John and Larry were like, oh, we got Trillium cans. And I was like, interesting, because they got A Street. And I was like, I didn't even know they brewed A Street again. A Street was awesome. Remember A Street with Amarillo?
I haven't had that in a long time.
That was a great
I haven't even seen it on like their Instagram release.
Because they're shipping it to North Carolina.
Touche. So,
wow.
Triptych's batch 1,000, 12.5% IPA. It's delicious, barely could taste the alcohol. Was called IPA fetish. Well, touche. What were the hops on that one, Clayton? I'm curious. I wonder sometimes if certain hops are probably if like those oils, if they can sort of cover up harsh booziness more than others. Douglas says it's midnight He's drinking American IPA, the Cannonball by Magic Rock Brewing. I have not heard of that.
Magic Rock, are they in the US?
Just because it says American IPA does not mean it's an American brewery.
That's a good point.
But might be. The time that Douglas was talking about there, it's midnight. In the Navy, we just call that balls. So if it was like midnight, 12:30 or whatever, we call that balls 30. Because it's a couple of balls, Douglas is asking what everyone's drinking. I think he got in a little after we poured, Sean. So I'll explain real quick what I'm drinking here. Douglas, I'm drinking Other Half Over 1 Billion Served, the Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout with vanilla soft serve ice cream, pecans, cacao nibs, and sea salt. It is 15%.
And I am drinking a Other Half and Cane collaboration. Is yours a collaboration or no?
It is not.
Okay. Other Half and Cane Sunday Crunch, which is 18-month barrel-aged imperial granola milk porter with coffee, cinnamon, maple, vanilla, toasted coconut, almond, and milk sugar. And it's delicious. For it being an imperial porter, it's extremely it's got that like oily mouthfeel if you're drinking like a big barrel aged stout, but it's a little bit thinner than I think if it was a stout, I guess. Or it's just my mind just saying that because I read porter, you know what I mean?
Because it's all a crock of shit. That's why. It's a crock of shit. Just like triple IPA, quadruple IPA. What does it fucking mean? It means nothing. There's no guidelines.
Higher ABV IPA.
Yeah, but okay. It's all nonsense. This is what it is. Now, Douglas, just to explain why we're drinking these and we're just fucking around on the live stream, we both bought a version of these boxes that Other Half released maybe like 6 months ago. I don't know, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
And we kept saying that we were going to drink them and review them together, and we keep forgetting that we even have them. We did two of them at my house as a review like a month ago, a little over that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got about them again. So Sean said, let's just sit online. We didn't meet up tonight due to personal things. So I was able to steal some time away to kind of jump online and kind of screw around for a little bit. So we decided, well, he offered the idea to let's just drink these and talk about them, have a good time, and kind of hang out. And
I said one bottle, and Mike was like, I put two in the fridge.
You said two.
I did not say two.
Maybe I thought you said two.
Maybe you read what you wanted to read.
That's entirely likely.
I say we each pop a Other Half bottle and do a stream. Other half bottle, singular.
I think he meant two. Apparently I was.
Again, you read what you wanted to read.
I was pre-drunk.
It's British brewery. Now, when you say American IPA, now I'm curious. What's considered an American IPA in the British brewery? Is it a West Coast style or is it a hazy IPA, New England style? Nice. I'm sure you guys get some crazy stouts out there too. Tons of water and Gatorade. I got my giant water bottle just for that, Joe.
This is an important question, Joe. What color Gatorade? It's important because I may talk shit if you say a particular color. Just saying.
I usually buy those Pedialyte packets, but I was looking price wise, and I guess like all these podcasts I listen to, like promote Liquid IV, which is I guess a similar thing, but it's for adults, whatever. And it's actually cheaper per ounce, so I bought some of those. So maybe I'll have one of those when I go upstairs.
I wish I don't have the pictures anymore. I lost the camera before I was able to pull the pictures off of it. But I was at a place where in Singapore it was called like the Clinic. It was a bar. It wasn't an actual
I
clinic.
figured as much.
But like the seats were like gurneys and stuff, and you can get drinks that would come on like those like stanchions, you know, the things that hold like IVs and stuff.
Yeah.
You could walk back to your table, and if you wanted to literally tape them up your arm, and you could like just drink them like through this long straw. And they're like hanging these things. These drinks literally on like in like IV bags. They were awesome. I didn't drink them. I just drank beer, but like and plus I'm sure they were super expensive. But I was watching people drinking. Like, I cannot believe this is a thing.
People want the gimmick, man. Just like those giant towers of beer that'll get warm halfway through, and then you're drinking piss warm beer. So it's like, yeah, people love the gimmick.
I bought those before, and I never had a piss warm beer.
All right, if you're with a lot of people,
or you just drink very fast.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
I used to be in my 20s, Sean. It used to be a thing.
Yeah, so did I. I keep forgetting that. Like, yeah, you're right. Back then, it would have been something probably both of us could have done. But now I'm like, well, then again, now I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna dome this to my face, and like, I have no idea of I have no like, what's what I'm looking for? No, my brain can't just sip this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, after a couple sips, I'm like, oh, the alcohol doesn't even taste that bad. By the time this is going to be done in like 10 minutes. Yours is done already? Oh, Jesus.
Well, no, I still have some in my glass, but my bottle's empty.
Oh, I haven't filled the rest of my glass yet. Brew One, Azaka, Yukonaut, Citra, and I know I spelled that wrong. I don't know how to spell Yukonaut either. Azaka, I think, is just...
Isn't Equinox usually? Isn't that what
Equinox. Oh, maybe you're right, yeah. Azaka, I know... Azaka, the only reason I know how to spell Azaka is because when I was homebrewing many years ago, that was like the first hop I got because it came in like a 1 gallon kit, and I think it's AZAACA. I always thought that was weird, or it's AZAACA. I could be, but I think that's what it is.
And Douglas knows what's up. I'll have to interpret these texts. I'll interpret these texts later and make sure that Douglas. I'm right. Yes. He said that the IPA was a West Coast.
Okay.
Which is interesting. And all right, so me and Joe are still on good terms. Fierce Grape was a great flavor.
I wasn't paying attention. I was just looking at the comments as you were talking, and I thought I had enough room in the glass to for the bottle to fill. Almost.
Got you good, fucker.
So, speaking of Gatorade and electrolytes, the other day, Redstone posted this. The only reason I noticed, they posted that they just got in Gatorade, and it has like with electrolytes, or like they were advertising the electrolytes big time on the front of the label. I'm like, isn't that what Gatorade always had? Was electrolytes? I don't know.
Yes. I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
Let it go. Let it go. Anyways,
I was going more on Malcolm in the Middle.
But I don't know what Fierce... Actually, hold on, go back to that. I don't even know what flavor Fierce Grape is. Whenever I think Gatorade now, I think blue or yellow.
It's the grape one. It's existed for 25 years.
Oh, fair enough.
It's almost blue color, but it's like purpley blue.
Super Cache? What's Treehouse Super Cache? I'm going to Google it.
No idea.
Did my camera go off when I went to go to another tab to Google this?
No.
Okay.
I wish.
Oh, fucking Christ, I hate you. Is it extra kettle and dry hop rendition of Cache? I don't even know. We utilize literal buckets of strata and cashmere hops to make a soft, velvety IPA that tastes like key lime pie, potent citrus, pineapple cream, and frothy orange juice. This is a ripper indeed. All right, Clayton, does it taste like that? Like all those things?
I hate when breweries tell you how good something is. Just tell me what to expect. Don't say this is a ripper indeed. What is that shit?
I know.
Honestly, I don't like most flavors of Gatorade. There's plenty that are fine. There's not that big an issue, but like the one that is one of the most popular ones that I cannot stand is the blue one.
Blue ice or regular blue?
Whatever. It's one of them.
I don't drink it. Like if I need to buy, like I'll like I said, I usually do light packets if I'm doing it for drinking purposes. But usually I'll buy water, or I used my big thing back in the day was vitamin water Revive. Disappoints me more. Wait, more than going to the I wasn't gonna say anything about why we didn't have the live stream tonight, but now everybody knows.
Fucking Joe's a savage.
Joe, if your next comment is I'm watching from the toilet, then you win. You want to join from the toilet? That's fine too.
Jesus Christ. As far as like the ones there's plenty that are fine as long as they're sort of citrusy, I'm good with. Yeah. But like honestly, the best ones are like sort of the core red, yellow, red, yellow. What are the other ones? I like the grape one, orange. Like the core ones are good, you know.
I used to like the one. What's the light blue? It was like ice or something like that. Blue. I don't know.
I don't like
glacier
things
blue.
That are blue. I don't
so Clayton just said glacier cherry, so maybe it is glacier blue.
No idea.
I'm not a big cherry fan in drinks.
You know, I'll bring this up quickly because we talked briefly about Trillium, their fruited sour beers. One time we both had. Oh no, I think you had it. And you gave me one. It was or two, whatever. It was like cherry, Berliner Weiss.
Yeah.
And that was not great. It was just so cherry forward. It was horrible. I mean, it's cherry beer. But I gave it to Josh, so Josh just drank the rest of this shit. I just gave him the rest of the can. And he started mixing it with like a rich chocolate stout. And he's like, this shit is awesome.
Dude, that sounds amazing. I remember that was when I was around the time when I was sending Jeremiah beers. And I was like, do you like cherry? Because I remember he was big on the daily servings. And I was like, do you like cherry? And he goes, yeah. And he loved that one. I was like, some people love cherry. Some people don't.
Yeah. But I remember him just like, this is not my thing, you know? And like a half hour later, because we were watching some UFC or whatever, he was mixing it with some fucking stout he found in the fridge. And he was like, this is awesome.
Working great.
Yeah, it was good. It was really, really good.
I once got the chance to drink Julius from Treehouse, which is not impossible, but also not easy to get in the Netherlands. Yeah. Julius. Oh man, Julius is such a great beer.
Julius is more important. It's more important than delicious, but it is delicious. But that beer revolutionized the way what we consider to be IPAs in this country.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, it was
like there was Hetty, and then there was Julius.
Well, before Hetty, there was Pliny.
Yeah, but Pliny was always there was always beers sort of like Pliny.
Yeah, but Pliny was the first double IPA.
Yeah, fair enough.
And
holy shit! I'll keep going. Sorry. I'll wait for the comments to be done.
Yeah, I think really the most important IPAs we've had in this country, and I'm gonna get real, like I'm gonna put Sierra Nevada Pale in this group, even though it's not an IPA, but Sierra Nevada Pale.
I'll go. Yeah.
Pliny, Hetty Topper, and Julius. Not in that order of importance, but that order of when they were released.
Yep.
And I think all of them were so fucking huge for the beer community, especially for hoppy beers.
Oh yeah, 100%. I can't disagree with you at all there.
Yeah. But Douglas is right. Julius is the shit. It's awesome. Great beer.
So good. In the variants.
Joe.
Do it.
He's sitting out of the park tonight.
Do it. Then join and just leave immediately. So I saw this the other day, but not just fests are weird. I think this is on like a Tuesday or a Thursday. Like they give you lagers and they put a piping hot like stick in it or something like that. And it like, I guess it like makes it like,
Am I frozen or is Sean frozen?
like.
Oh, so maybe Sean. Oh, okay, so it was Sean, not me. Okay, good.
That was weird. Like I completely lost Wi-Fi.
Dude, you were out for like a minute.
Oh, so like you didn't hear what I was asking Cameron about the festival?
Look at Joe's comment here. The piping hot stick freezes. As soon as you talk about putting the piping hot stick in, it froze.
But yeah, they put some stick in there, and then it's like, yeah, it looks awesome. But again, like I think Notch does a lot of their festivals, like they do the Coach Fest on Mondays.
Yeah, I was down there for one of the festivals, and I was thinking about stopping by, and the line was like 90 people deep. I was like, well, I'd rather just fuck like myself instead.
Doppel stick. And it froths the beer. So when is it? It's events will take place on Saturday, April 2nd at our Brighton location, and Sunday, April 3rd at our Salem location. So next week, admission is $10 at the door. It includes a custom Stark Beer Fest half-liter or $5 at the door for general admission, or bring your own stein. So these are the signs I already have. Admission includes live entertainment and a whole bunch of gemulclit. I think that's like food.
Notch might be my favorite brewery in driving distance.
I would have to probably agree with you.
I think it's not that it's the best. I just think it is more suiting my current tastes, and it's more kind of in gear with what I'm in the mood to drink most days nowadays.
I just wish that Salem wasn't a pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah, it's not that bad in distance. Just there's no way to get there without hitting a stupid amount of traffic.
Yeah, but now the Brighton locations, that'd be the easier option nowadays.
Probably, but Brighton's still not fucking great.
No, but I bet parking's better, and public transit too, right? So we could get to Brighton train, then another subway, or train then Uber.
Even better. I have a better idea. We talked to my wife, convinced her to go visit her sister and her sister's kids in Brighton. She drives us down. She hangs out with the kids, and we get rip shit.
Then she has to deal with us on the way home. That's fantastic.
She was dealing with kids before that. Who cares?
Oh yeah, I'll just turn to baby Sean. Sean, yep, I hung. Or I'm hung, however you want to look at it. Yep, I froze too.
Well, no. When you froze, I was sitting and said, "Did I freeze or did Sean freeze?" And I started clicking on things on the screen.
Literally, I saw my Wi-Fi like completely drop, that just turned off on the laptop. I was like, that's good. This is a brand new laptop. Fantastic. Cheers, dude.
Watching Disney.
And then I think he's probably he commented right as I freaking dropped.
You know, some of the live streams I've seen with Kent Beer Reviews, he's usually drinking beer that's making me real happy. I've seen him drink some stuff that looks really awesome, even like sort of American styles in England. It's distressing. Of all the people over in the UK that I've seen drinking beer, he's the only one I'm ever like, that was yummy.
And then we're over here wishing that we can get those 3% English ales.
Dude, I wish. You know, I haven't been there in a long time because I didn't really love that place too much. But when I would go to British Beer Company, sometimes they had like cask ales and stuff like that. And that shit was awesome. That was the best part about being there because the food was kind of underwhelming and the rest of the beer selection was kind of underwhelming. But I should go back just to get a couple, see what's going on with those.
Well, you can't now because they're closed.
Are they?
They're now a Mexican restaurant. And you're talking about the one in Westford?
Well, there's one in Manchester as well.
I don't know if that's still there, but the one in Westford next to McDonald's is definitely a Mexican restaurant. They made sure to they just put one of those giant tarp signs up and with the logo of the restaurant and literally put the words Mexican restaurant.
Oh, I love
so
it.
people know.
I love it.
But no, I used to like that because they used I used to go there for lunch sometimes, specifically because like they had their beer menu on tap, so I'd look at it, and they occasionally would get some pretty cool stuff, and that's really where I'd go.
It's just like I remember going and like the more like they would have like a lot of stone beers that were not good.
I think he means Craig, but
no, I'm sure he does.
Or like Aggro Craig.
Wow.
A foreign beer from a foreign country.
like rampant James. That is.
Or
you know
Craig's about
that,
to
right?
tell us how much he loves Magic Rock or hates Magic Rock. But
no, when Rampant Lion is on like it's Fowen. That's Fowen. Fowen.
Oh, I didn't catch that. No, I didn't even catch that.
I did.
The reason I made a face earlier, so Molson Coors lost the lawsuit against Stone, and they have to pay them $56 million.
They lost a lawsuit to Stone. Which one was this again? I don't remember now.
Remember for Keystone Light when they had the beer that just had Stone on it? Stone. Yeah. And then Stone sued them. Yeah, they lost.
For real?
But think about it this way: $56 million to Molson Coors is like us losing what, $1,000, maybe even less, maybe a 20.
No, Molson Coors is nowhere near as big as Anheuser-Busch.
How much do they make? Let's see what they're definitely publicly traded. So what was their 2021 income?
Yeah, but income is that's just gross. That how much is that?
Actually, yeah, you're right. Net income of $1 million. No, sorry, $1 billion. $1 million. Can you imagine that?
Which that's a lot of money, but like what is their overhead and like what is their profit? Their profit is probably $75 million, which is nice amount of money.
Oh no, 2019, their revenue was $10.6 billion. Their net income, after all that, was only $241.7 million. So okay, I was wrong. You're right. That is not that's a lot of money for them to fucking pay out.
Who the fuck did Stone pay off? Because that is nonsense.
I don't know, man. I thought that was weird from the start. Like sometimes is it Greg? Stop buzzing. Greg, what's his last name? The owner of Stone. Sometimes he comes off as kind of
his last name is Poor Beer Maker, I think. Stone is the most overrated fucking brewery in the United States.
There's way more, I think.
Name one.
Greg Koch. The funny thing is, I don't even know if I would say overrated because I don't even think of Stone anymore. They're not even in my bubble.
Because all their beer is underwhelming.
I used to really love Enjoy By.
The last time I had an Enjoy By was at BBC and it sucked.
No, fair enough.
It was an Enjoy By some shit. I don't remember. It was terrible. It just tasted like a malty fucking mess. Then I went home and I had a bunch of tangerine hop nosh and got shit faced. It was awesome.
Okay. I guess when it comes to big craft, okay, probably. You guys did. We did not.
We did not.
We are excited about it though.
Hell yeah. Dude, I every time a brewery around us does something that's remotely of like a sort of a traditional British style, I'm like, ooh, I get real excited about it. Like if anyone does an ESB or British mild or anything like a traditional British porter, I cannot wait to get over there and get some, even when they're poor, even when they're not good.
Like that Spyglass Docks, that was a great porter.
I agree. Yeah, hell yeah.
Craig says, "Cheers, beers with Dick." I mean D.
With Dick, fair enough.
I just like saying beers with D.
Yeah, you should.
Oh,
Cascale's awesome.
100%, dude.
It is a singular experience. You won't find anything like it. It's not like drinking beer in any other way, honestly.
And what's fun is if you can find a cask ale that is a beer that you've had before that then is on cask. That's extremely fun just because like you already have an idea of what the beer tastes like and then to get a different experience of when it's like flat, which sounds terrible when I say it out loud, but it kind of gives you a little bit more of a flavor profile. It's really interesting. Like when we used to go to Beer Fest, I remember the New England cask Nearax, whatever it was called, when they used to have a booth. That was like one of the funnest booths to go to because it was always super interesting to get that, even though it's kind of weird to get like something like that in a small sample glass. But I love cask. Like whenever I go to a brewery or a beer bar and they have a cask, I'm like, what's the cask? What's the cask?
Yeah, every time I make sure I try the whatever's on cask.
Yep,
I have to, and it's always room temp, which I'm down with.
Oh yeah. I guess Douglas, if you're not down with room temp beer, maybe not for you.
Yeah, he's European. It won't be the first time.
Yeah. Super Cache, pretty damn good. A little thin for 8.4, but typical great treehouse mouthfeel. Yeah. Used to me, that makes all of their beers so pretty great and consistent. Nice. I've lost track of like all the beers that like Treehouse are putting out now because it's just
I lost track because I don't like some of their business practices. I don't like some of sometimes it seems like they make it annoying for people to get beer.
Oh, like the last time I went and I couldn't get into the Deerfield location because my wife didn't want to drink and she couldn't go in if I wanted to go in, which is kind of weird. Like I could have got to go, but again, it was more like at that point a principle thing. I was like, this is ridiculous. What's up, Colin? Quinn. Happy Friday.
Colin Quinn, is that a comic?
It is the comic. He's actually a fan of the show.
I would say if he was, he would be talking shit to us, not saying, hey, what's up, guys?
Pretty much. Most overrated. I'm in one group with other people, and it's crazy how many people love Stone. I think when it comes to like craft beer groups that big though, like if they're just getting into it and stuff, I guess Stone, Sierra,
Didn't they do a stout with Will Wheaton?
Yeah, they did. And in the dude from Fark.com. That was really good. Fark and Wheat Stout. That was really good. They do some good stuff. Come on. Like that bourbon barrel aged arrogant bastard sucked when it first came out, but after like 6 years, it finally got good.
Oh, wow. That was an accident. No one planned for that, Sean.
Dude, I saw this today on Instagram. I need to get this beer. I think it's like an extra hop version of Daisy Cutter. Daisy Cutter. Wait, it's very good this year. I didn't know this was a thing until this year. So I guess it's.
Dude, Daisy Cutter is fucking awesome. I haven't had that version, but
there was such a tease. Or like remember when we started getting Half Acre a little bit here? Like we first started getting Draft. Then we got just Daisy Cutter drops, and then all of a sudden nothing.
I still see it sometimes. Are they just old?
Oh, maybe. I haven't seen it forever.
I still see them sometimes. I think we have them up here at Craft Beer Store. Craft Beer Store. That sounds ridiculous, but it's true.
The one that. Yeah, next time you go, check the dates. If they have it, get it. American Cask Beer. Yeah. The ones that we get, like usually when Nearax does it, they'll get an American brewery's beer, and they'll usually have like at the beer fest, they usually have like one non-American beer. But I think they had a couple night shifts a few times, which was really good.
Yeah, most of the ones I've had aren't American, but I mean, I feel like if I have a cask beer, I want it to be at least a traditional style. I want like a New England IPA on cask, you know?
Yeah. How not too far into the future?
Dude, FLX is still 6.5 hour drive from us.
Good point. I'm very okay with room temp. Perfect. This I did know existed, but I never got it.
And Colin did say that Daisy Cutter is 8.2%.
Oh, how did I miss that? Sorry,
because
Colin.
You're blind. What? Fucking soulless ginger.
Well, see, I guess I saw Galaxy and I went right to. That's interesting. That I would like to try.
Especially the Galaxy version.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I've definitely had double Daisy Cutter, but I haven't had Galaxy double Daisy Cutter.
I don't recall if I've had it. I've had Daisy Cutter a bunch of times.
Oh yeah.
Although the last time I had Daisy Cutter was at
Did we review it?
At Tits on Central Street.
Really?
Yeah, you and I went there for something, and we were getting.
I probably had it there too. I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember this in particular because there was someone that was sitting behind you. Oh, like a couple tables away, that looked like Danny V and was freaking me the fuck out.
Oh Jesus!
Because he just passed away.
I don't remember that at all. Yeah, and I thought we reviewed it. We didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, Daisy Cutter is awesome. I love that beer.
Especially the darker beers. Yeah.
When I said tits, I meant Tavern in the Square.
Is that just a New England thing?
I don't know. It's a restaurant with overpriced and kind of underrated, overrated food.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. It's just, every time you go, you don't know how good it's going to be every time. That's all. It's just inconsistent.
Joe Collins said cheers. In case you're in the bathroom and you can't read it. You're listening. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah, definitely getting a 4-pack of fully saturated Daisy Cutter. I just went through a 4-pack of Double Galaxy Daisy Cutter. Jesus.
You son of a bitch. I don't even know you. I'm just assuming.
And okay, I guess Joe did read it. He said cheers. Or this was literally right after I. Oh no, it was 2 minutes ago. So it wasn't that he heard. So maybe yeah. Anyways, what do you think Stone's gonna do with that $56 million?
Put into making more fucking overrated beer, I assume.
Actually, the last time I had a Stone beer, I was at the probably not, but the last time I had a enjoyable experience with Stone, I was at the Stone Brewery in Virginia. And it was a smaller space, and I remember bringing home a bottle of their Chocovesa. And actually, I did a solo review because it was full of coffee, and I really really liked it. Joe, you savage!
There's no way Joe's not drinking tonight. He's coming full throttle.
I actually forgot I had this other Pilsner right next to me. I'm gonna take a sip of this. Yeah. Someone at work asked today for so we have like a beer chat, and they're like, I'm going to ask again. I assume nobody answered originally because I didn't see any. So I'm going to ask again. Anyone have any non-alcoholic beer recommendations? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have a bunch. That I said was the best non-alcoholic hazy. So if you didn't see earlier, Mike's drinking a Just the Haze by Sam Adams, and I said the Two Roots, the Hellas. I guess someone else said Bravas has like a oatmeal stout that's supposed to be really good. I've had some Bravas stuff and it was okay, but I have heard good things. Matt has some good things about them too. Chocovesa was, yeah, this was like a Chocovesa. It was barrel aged. I could probably just Google it considering we reviewed it. Well, I reviewed it.
We didn't review it.
I did.
We didn't, Sean, because you won't fucking share it with me.
Oh no! It had coffee in it.
Oh, thank you.
And then, there's actually an in-person review with me and John doing it at Stone.
John Raymer?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Because that's who I was with. I wish I was drinking with you guys. It's cool, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I just hope you feel better.
Remember this. Very important lesson. Life's a bitch. But my mother is a bigger one. Don't worry about it.
I kind of grew up. Yeah, she kind of is.
And I didn't make that phrase up. She did. Seriously. I'm like, something bad happened. She's like, life's a bitch, but I'm a bigger one. I'm like, fair enough.
So you think she made it up?
I imagine not. But that's how I heard it.
Could you imagine if somehow your mom actually coined that phrase?
I've never heard it other than from her.
Seriously?
No.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I've never heard it except for her. I haven't heard her say it in 30 years, but I used to hear it every day in between punches in the face. Wise words. Well, I mean, they're words. I don't know if they're wise.
They're somewhat.
There's something. How is your beer drinking now after it's been in the last while?
It's still drinking great.
The alcohol is calmed down. Either that or I've drunkened up.
It's both.
You shut your whore mouth. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Actually, no, the alcohol hasn't calmed down. I just got it just went up my nose.
Mine's calmed down. Either that or I am actually quite congested, so maybe it's like my nose.
But it's still really, really good. And I'm like, do I want to open the second one or do I want to open I was thinking like, because I originally was like, oh, we could do a Hot Butcher. Because if you read the actual text message I sent you, I said a bottle of this. And I said, oh, maybe we could do a Hot Butcher live review. Why would I say let's drink 2 freaking bombers of another half 16% stout and then, but okay. Whatever you say.
Sean, listen, I don't know why the devil does what he does.
I do. I watch SNL. I don't know. I don't think Mike does.
I haven't watched SNL other than when people would show me clips or at your house. Like, I haven't watched SNL since I was a kid.
Clayton, was this a few weeks ago? Because I think I'm 2 episodes behind. 2 or 3, actually, maybe 2 or 3 weeks behind. Me and my wife usually watch them. We'll usually record them on the Saturday, and then we'll watch them the next Saturday, maybe 2 of them in a row. But we haven't in a couple Saturdays. I drank an American version and a German version of Chocovese. In my opinion, see, and he said that the American version was better. See, this is what I find really interesting about breweries that have multiple breweries, and you can figure out where they're brewing from. Because Stone has a brewery in Berlin, or did they close that? Well, they did. Maybe that's what they're going to use the $56 million for, to open it back up again if they did close it. But but it's interesting to figure out. Like, actually, here's the question: David. How did you find out which one was brewed where? Was it on the bottle itself? Because when you get like a Sierra Nevada beer, it says brewed and bottled in North Carolina or Colorado, so you don't know which one was brewed where. Oh, it was last year. Also, my wife and I usually drink a lot when we watch SNL, so that could make sense why I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, never mind. I just Googled it, and it was with the Jiffy Lube. Yeah, it was with the writers. Dude, the writers on SNL are like some of the best skits that they've done in years. They're so freaking funny.
I don't know. I don't mean that in like I don't know. I just don't know.
No. Yeah, no. So it's like what they've been doing is they have the writers who are never really on the show do like, and it's not a live skit. It's like a pre-recorded skit.
Yeah.
And it's actually really funny. It was back in it was a skit from Please. Yeah. It was really good.
Yeah, I don't know. When I was a kid, I stopped watching SNL and started watching when I was a kid, I was watching In Living Color instead.
I was always, as a kid, I always watched In Living Color. I didn't watch SNL. It wasn't until Carrie and I really started dating, and we used to, because her mom would always sleep over Ed's house, right? And then we would always just stay at her apartment, or where she was living with her mom, and we got a box of wine, and we just watch SNL like every Saturday night. That was our thing for like so many years. When we were in our early 20s.
Box wine is one of the underrated American pleasures. It's such a
Dude.
great thing.
There is, I'm sure if I went back to the box wines we drank back then, they'd be terrible. But there is a box wine now that the Pinot Noir is freaking great. It's I think it's actually called Black Box Wine. Is it Black Box Wine?
Oh, the smaller.
Yeah. And the shitty thing is we have a Costco membership, and Costco has that brand. They don't have the Pinot Noir. They have like the Cab. They have the white. It's like, God damn.
One of the things I used to do a lot before I left Hawaii, I drank a shitload of that stuff.
So literally right before you left Hawaii, you just drank a shitload of box wine.
Well, like the last year.
Even Hawaii, they don't have this off the mainland.
No, it's not that. Listen, fucking yeah. People act like Hawaii is this fucking foreign place. It is America. It's the same shit you get everywhere else, except it costs more. It's ridiculous. Hawaii is so great. How come you didn't love it? You've never fucking been there. That's how. You fucking idiots. Fuck Hawaii. That place sucks, asshole. I'm glad I left. Fucking hated living there for 6 years. It's terrible. Anyone who likes Hawaii is a fucking asshole. Unless you're one of those 8 people watching, then it's a great place.
I remember having an Omnipolo from Noah. Omnipolo Noah from the Netherlands, one from the States, and the Euro version was much nicer, interesting. I know that Omnipolo brews or did brew some stuff at Dorchester Brewing. in mass as like they were a big contract because they were a big contract brewing spot. I don't know if the Noah was brewed there, but that's interesting. But
we went from 8 to 7. This is when I finished my spiel on fuck Hawaii.
maybe the JBC was watching.
The what? Oh, no, we're down to 6. Got
Yeah.
me good.
I didn't want to say it out loud. So, Colin, I guess I'm not familiar with the particular Noah beer. We know Omnipolo. What's the style of that beer? Reminds me of when it. Oh, he's so
that's true. Oh, I have no idea. Is it more Lonely Island? It's not just a.
Maybe like is it like? Let me see. Oh, no, it's a little bit. I guess it's not the same. No, it's not the same. Damn.
Holy shit.
A little much as in like too much dark fruits. Like that's like sometimes collabs are crazy, but
well, here like specifically it said it's just so much dark fruits.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. You know, I agree. There have been times where like I've had stouts where the dark fruits are overwhelming, and it almost like adds like too much acidity almost to the stout. There's no like actual like richness.
Yeah.
You know, you do need that roasty, chocolatey vibe. And the dark fruits complement it, but if it's overpowering, it can kill the beer for me. If that's what he's describing, I agree 100%.
Speaking of dark fruits, wouldn't a currant be considered a dark fruit?
Yes.
Remember what happened with that?
I do.
That ruined Barrel Aged Narwhal.
In the woods, whatever that was called.
Yeah, it was Barrel Aged Narwhal.
Yeah, but it was part of a series.
Well, they still make that.
Oh.
Because remember the 2 beers we just did an unboxing like 3 weeks ago. Son of a bitch.
Touché.
Facts. That's where I went on my honeymoon.
Not me.
Why is he hating on my life?
That's not where Sean went. Sean went to Santorini, not Hawaii. Why? Get some fucking sense. That's why.
I went to Belgium, then Santorini.
And not Hawaii.
Santorini was great. Belgium was also awesome. If you're going to go on a trip and you're going to go to Belgium to Santorini, don't be like Sean from the past and think with, oh, I just want to go to beer places. I don't think Santorini is probably going to be great. Let's go to Belgium for the equal time that we're going to go to Santorini. No. Go to Belgium for like 2 days, get your fix of the beers, and then go sit in Santorini for however long you want and just do nothing because it's fucking amazing. And even the beer is pretty good. Like I was drinking like just local Greek beer and whatever. It was yellow. It was like a macro, but if you're sitting in the sun, sitting on beaches, sitting on a boat, who cares?
I think you sent me pictures of some Santorini breakfast. That looked awesome.
The breakfast was out of this world. And the wine was great. Like I loved Belgium. Carrie loved Belgium, but like, and we had a great time, but like, and we had so many breweries, beer bars, food, but I wish we had more time in Santorini. And going into it, I was the complete opposite. Like, I was like, I want to do this because this is what I like. And she was like, all right, I picked Santorini. I'm like, that still looks great. And then I can't wait to go back.
I think, honestly, based on not necessarily your recommendation, but based on your descriptions.
Because you don't trust me, but yeah, that's fine.
Based on your descriptions, you need to go to fucking Santorini. It was just on like we were talking about stuff. You sent me pictures of food and stuff. I think if I ever end up, I will end up. If I end up in the Mediterranean in the next like year or two, Santorini will be on the list.
Oh, you have to do it. You have to do it. Pecan mud stout, kind of like the OG pastry stout, came out in like 2015 or something. I don't know if I recognize that. Pecan mud pie stout? Like, no, I was thinking pecan mud pie. I don't know what that is.
Same.
Okay, I had a Bottle Logic salted caramel pure earlier. Very good. Bottle Logic knows their shit. Like they are, their pastry game is on point, and they do. When I don't know if I've had a proper Bottle Logic in a while, but I've had a collab with Trillium, other half, and it's all awesome. Yeah, missing the compliment the dark fruits.
Yeah, no, I understand 100%.
I wonder if they do they make, does that make it over to the Netherlands? Like, given what Thomas has been telling us, like it seems like a lot of American beers make it over there. Like some American beers that we can't even get here.
I agree, sir.
I never liked, I never liked a lot of beers until recently. I'm getting more like, I never liked Cold Snap. I remember like back in the day, but then again, I think when I tried Cold Snap, I was in my like, I only like hazy IPAs. I don't like lagers. And I know it's not a lager, but you know what I mean? Like I was in that mindset that my palate was there. So I'm sure if I tried Cold Snap now, I'd be like, this is great.
Well, Cold Snap is a good way to kill a 6-pack. You know what I mean? You can smash them all up. You won't. I mean, I wouldn't drive after, but like you won't be embarrassing yourself in public. It's an easy fixer to put down. No, there's nothing offensive about the flavor.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, are they still? So they're still making it, obviously. So I guess I'll see if I can grab some. I just realized what BWW means. Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, Clayton, you got to tell us, what did you eat? Because they have really good smash burgers.
Where did you see that? Oh, BW. Do you know that is not? I know this is not. This is not how they. No, that is not how they. They go BWWW or BW3.
Well, guess what? Clayton's not Buffalo Wild Wings. Clayton
I know.
is his own person. He doesn't have to listen to their marketing team.
No, I know, but their marketing is bullshit. It should be just BWW. Do you know why it is BWWW or whatever? Because that's not the original name.
Oh, I did know this.
Yeah, they used to be called Buffalo Wild Wings and WEC. It's apparently a super regional thing in New York. So it used to be 3 W's. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Bottle Logic fundamental observation. So yes, this is it's not this one, but they did a collaboration with Trillium called something observation. Reed gave me a bottle. I drank it, and I somehow I think I may have another bottle. I don't know if I drank it on I don't know when I drank it, but I remember it was really good. No, has this. Noah. Oh, Noah has a smiley. Oh, okay. Yep, I know that one.
And no, Joe, they did not make it.
So they just posted something the other day, and Mike commented. They're like, "What would you bring back?" And Mike said the black lager.
Facts.
Whenever I think of black lager, I think of you, and I think how much we used to love drinking that beer. And my fondest memory and most vivid memory of that beer is, remember that liquor store around the corner from the apartment I used to live in?
That's the last time I bought it. The last time I bought it was at that store.
And remember, it was in a Corona 6-pack with tape on it. Like this liquor store, I don't know why, because they didn't sell singles, but they had same as black lager in a 6-pack, but it was in a Corona 6-pack holder with black tape around it. And it still tasted fine. Mike and I are still alive. It was like probably like 10 years ago, so we're fine.
Literally, almost. It was just under 10 years ago. Yeah. It would have been like summer of 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, beef and weck is a real beef sandwich in New York, but that's why it was called Buffalo Wild Wings and weck.
Oh yeah, 100%, Douglas. Like it was so great. I remember we first got there, so we stayed in Brussels, and we got there and we were a little bit jet lagged, and we're like, nope, we got to stay awake. We don't want to like then ruin the whole trip by being jet lagged. So we stayed awake, and then we went to bed at a normal time, and we both woke up. I think it was around like 12 at night. It was a 12 or 2, I don't remember. And I could tell that Carrie was awake, and I think she could tell I was awake. I forgot which one of us said something first. We're like, "Are you awake?" And we're like, "Yeah." Like, all right, you want to go out? Want to go get a beer? And like the delirium tremens, was right around the corner from us. We're like, all right, let's go there. So we went there, and that was the first beer. Like, well, no, we had a couple beers before at another place, but not there. And we went there and had a couple beers, and then went back to bed, and then woke the next morning. And then I think that course corrected the jet lag a little bit. But yeah, it was awesome. It was
I'll
awesome.
be right back.
Cool. Great. Leave me in charge to talk to myself. Thanks. Yeah, that beer was awesome. Saranac Black Log. Oh, Saranac. I haven't had Saranac in a while. I'm trying to think if we even get Saranac here. I don't know. Not sure how long you guys will be on, but let's play You Choose Clayton's Beers. I sent you a pic on Insta. What have we been doing? For an hour 10? I think we could probably go for an hour and a half, maybe 2. It depends how Mike is doing. All right, let's see what he sent. Oh. Mike, check your did he send that to just me? Yeah, he sent it to the Nerdsense account so you can look at it.
Was it Instagram?
Oh boy, Clayton.
Was Insta?
Yeah. Holy smoke! Wow, you have a whole 6-pack of Blackberry, a whole 4-pack of Blackberry Finn. Spoilers: we already reviewed that beer. We haven't released it. It was fucking ridiculous,
dude. Unbelievable beer.
Oh, you have a good amount of Bourbon County. Holy shit, dude. We have a lot of old stock too. All right, Clayton, I've chosen. Mike doesn't have a say. I want you to chug that Sam Adams Utopias.
Oh, shit, of course. Is he asking what he should drink?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a lot of Bigfoot too.
Yeah.
Actually, Clayton, what do you have for a Bigfoot vertical? Because Mike and I have a Bigfoot vertical, and we could do a cool 3-way. That sounds weird.
I think you should do Old Stock Ale. That's just a great beer.
Yeah.
It's a great beer.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh, actually, what's the beer next to, in between the 1050 and the Revolutions? I can't, the Sinclair. It has the red wax tops.
Good question. I was wondering what that was too.
Can you see it? It's like there's too much glare.
It's too much glare, yeah.
You know what I do see on the bottom of it, on the bottom right of his shelf? Toasted, double barrel toasted Bourbon County.
God damn it, Clayton. This shelf is making me angry. No, I can be able to tell no spoilers. Too bad. That's what you get here.
Only one off limits is beer barrel time. Waiting. I don't know which one that is.
That's fair.
Bottle Logic is impossible to get, but I haven't had it so far.
It's not impossible.
Fremont is easier to get, as well as Jackie O's and in Firestone. Fremont, yeah. Fremont, we don't get around here, but it is pretty easy to get if I wanted to trade for it. Jackie O's for sure. Firestone. Dude, Mike, I was looking through the cellar the other day. We have so many Firestones. And it's in the fridge. Like we have so many boxed Firestone. I just don't know when we're gonna have time to drink those. But anyways.
Yeah, we were both getting good ones for a while.
And then we just never we did that thing where we just don't drink them.
Yeah, maybe we have a bunch of those in Christmas in July.
Yeah, we say that now, and then we have other beers that do in Christmas in July.
You shut your fucking whore mouth.
Triptech, 17.7% sent one. Do that one.
Jesus Christ, you're trying to kill the poor fella? He's already been drinking.
Okay, fair enough. All right, do the old.
I think you should do the old yeah.
Old stock.
That's my opinion.
Old
That's
stock.
a great beer.
Old stock. Toasted double barrel.
You know the thing with that beer is it's delicious, but it's also you can sort of drink it and chill.
Toasted double.
You don't have to think about it the whole time. It is delicious, but it's also drinkable, and he has a bunch of them.
Isn't this what I just said? What's the difference here, Joe? Toasted double barrel, double toasted barrel. Oh, maybe you're saying, I don't know. Oh, just 2020, 2010 to 2012. Because what's the one you got, Mike? The 4-pack that's down here that you bought?
I think it's like 17 to 20.
All right. Damn, that's crazy. 2010, that's probably like peak when it's pretty good.
I think there was a while when I'm talking about maybe around 2007, 2006, 2007, that Bigfoot was like maybe my favorite beer.
2007?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I will drink an old stock. I just had one last Saturday. Yes. What's the old stock vintage? What are we looking at? Because you have a lot of them.
I think I have one old stock left myself. I don't remember what year. It's an older one though. Every once in a while, CBC will get something crazy like, how the fuck is they getting this old stock that's 8 years old?
I just wanted to get like some old Sammy clauses so I can see what everyone else is talking about.
Yeah. It's one of those deals.
Yeah.
So do you want to do a fucking 0712?
Oh, shit. So what was the one you drank last Saturday then?
Where does Clayton live? Do you know? Like roughly?
I'm not going to say on the live stream.
No, I mean, is he like New England? Is he South? Is he West Coast?
I'm going to let you take a guess given what he sent us.
I'm assuming.
Illinois area.
Yeah, I made that assumption that it was Midwest sort of. But I don't know. Like wasn't he talking earlier about having some treehouse and like he's getting shit from all over the place, it seems.
Yeah, probably trades.
Must have a really good trading reputation. I appreciate that in a man. If I wasn't already married.
If I wasn't married, I would marry a beer trader.
Sean, it's smart.
It is. You just started dating one.
When? Sean, we've been dating since we were 14 years old. The only problem is you didn't ask me to marry you fast enough, and Chan did. So that's how that works. Then you had to. I settled for Chan, you settled for Kerry. It's really, honestly, you kept dragging your feet. It's your fault.
Best of both worlds, my friend.
Touche.
Oh, hold on. Greg has a picture. Oh, wait. I don't trade. I buy it straight up. Oh, so you're doing like the, what's the word for that? Mules? Is that a mule? I don't know. But I know there are Facebook videos you can do. I mean, Facebook groups you can do that. Can I ask? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, so interesting question.
I just read the last part of it. It's Thomas.
Yeah, interesting question. So
I'm gonna run. I'll be right back. Well, you can...
Okay. So yeah, a while ago I was in Florida on vacation. This is I think early December. I was in Florida with my wife and my brother and a few other people, and I was talking to Thomas, and I wanted a venue sort of where I could discuss things that maybe I wasn't too fond of discussing, but where I was be sort of forced into, as far as my health decisions or my life decisions that affect my health. As far as like diet or exercise or maybe what I'm drinking. I didn't intend on it being kind of what it has become, which is just that. But I kind of wanted to have a little thing where Thomas and I would discuss all sorts of things, like just even just like maybe things that I was into that week. Things maybe I have a weird thing with like buying wallets. I have a bunch of them, and maybe just talk about just dumb shit in my life and in Thomas's life, whatever. But it mainly come down to just sort of like lifestyle type things. As far as like my health and my poor decision making. That's it. That's what keeping Mike honest. That's what that is. Yeah, that's what it seems to me. It does seem to me. Joe says here, you need to live in the middle of nowhere in PA or New Jersey to get these old Santa Claus. Yeah, having talked to Matt, it does seem like it does seem to be that's the way to get those older ones. I mean, he finds them that 6 to 8 to 10 years old all the time. Clayton, I get it, man. That beer was awesome. I think honestly, it's absolutely world class. Even I think at the end of the video, Sean and I had both said that might make our end of the year list. So it's ridiculous. It's one of the first beers. It's not the only beer this year, but it's one of the first ones that I can think of that was immediately, this is probably making the list. It's absolutely stellar. It sort of weirdly straddles a line of being completely awesome, completely just so full flavored and amazing and multi-dimensional. You can talk about it for hours, but also like you kind of because of that blackberry-ness, you need to stop yourself and just keep slamming it. I could definitely slam one of those cans very quickly by myself if I'm not paying attention, and it's a burly beer to be just thrown down your face, but it's awesome. Thanks, Douglas. I like it. It does tend to be a little difficult to time because I don't know. I'm busy on weekends, and so is Thomas. So it ends up being like sometimes it could be like, oh, all we have is this 1 hour, and we try to get in and out of there. It becomes a little it becomes due to scheduling sometimes a little more difficult and even just difficult to get through. It's not about the subject, it's not about the conversation, it's not about Thomas, it's not about me. It just seems like sometimes it's like, oh, we can do 10 to 11 or we can do 11 to 12. The scheduling can be pretty depending on anything, because my wife makes plans for us all the time, or we tend to be busy, especially on weekends and around that time. But it within reason is the best way for us to do it. So Sean, Clayton said he went with the Blackberry Finn. He's sorry. He shouldn't be sorry.
That beer is so good. So good.
That beer, as we like to say, it fucks.
I can't wait to read the other just the all of them actually, but those other Revolution ones you sent, dude. Oh man.
Josh's cat is shitting next to me. I mean,
is it looking at you in the eye?
No, she's a bitch. No, but it smells really bad. It's like he recently put the litter box right over here. It's kind of gross. It smells like fucking death. Josh, your cat smells like asshole. Just let him know.
I assume Joe means he can't wait to review it. Oh, that's why. Oh, sorry, Joe. Spoilers.
Oh, I sucked that beer off while you were away.
Yeah, we haven't either. We drank a very fresh one, and it tasted like medicine.
Yeah.
We have them. Do you think we should open one this year or wait another year? We have 2 left.
I think we wait.
Yeah. Because according to Matt and Kyle, like they don't get better until like they're at least 27 years old, I think.
That's what I heard.
I don't take up all the time, but if you have a sec, look up the description of Side Project Beer Barrel Time on Tap.
You're making a lot of noise, Sean.
I'm typing.
What?
I was typing.
No, but it sounded like
a
hurricane.
Oh, well, were you looking it up?
No, I was going to take it.
Holy shit.
What is it?
I'm not going to read this whole thing, but first words. Side Project Brewing is excited to announce the 2021 release of our non-adjunct barrel-aged imperial stout that focuses on 3 key things that really exemplify Side Project: the beer, the barrel, the time. Before we describe what beer barrel time 2021 consists of, we wanted to put full information. And they go into how adjuncts are very popular. They love brewing stouts. Stout recipe, OWK vibes, Gen Chocolate. I imagine those are like stouts by them. Barrels, Eagle Rare, Blanton's, Willet Bourbon, Four Roses, Weller 12, Jim Beam, time aged in oak, 14 to 42 months.
Holy shit.
The to-go side project barrel package consists of side project beer barrel time, a 750 bottle of everything up there. Then there's a 2019 Cuvée Pulling Nails blend. Saison French oak. Holy. Clayton, how do we get these? Oh, purchasing details. Okay, hold on. Bottles will go live Monday, November 1st, 2021. Okay, never mind. Clayton, why would you do this to me? You got me all excited, and I'm like, God damn it. This sounds absurd. Like anytime I can get a bourbon barrel, not a bourbon barrel, a barrel aged stout with no adjuncts. Both of us actually, both of us love that.
Douglas, good hearing from you. We will.
Cheers, my friend. Love you always.
Absolutely. We'll won't get together, but we will chat soon.
Yes. Oh, we can get together on a live stream.
Well, there we go. Bam. Later, buddy.
Later, dude.
Back to this devil.
This sounds ridiculous.
Having said that, Sean, do you want to do a review of a hot butcher beer?
I don't have a hot butcher glass, but yeah, sure.
Well, I'll just use my my. Yeah.
You too. What do you want to do?
Holy shit! Clayton said 300 secondary. Fuck that.
Holy shit. Well, no, then again, if he bought a bottle of bourbon that was $50 and then traded for it, good for you, dude. That's awesome. Like, I have a friend who does that too, and it's like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, remember when I bought that? Clayton, I don't know if you watched the video. Remember the proprietors?
I remember Proprietors, Sean. I was there.
Oh.
I was there. That was the time.
I know which one we can do. Let's do the Blizzard.
All right. When you go grab it, when you come back, I'll go rinse my glass and get I'll get my can as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Clayton, that is massive. I mean, we do what we do to get the beer we want and stuff, but that's incredible amount of beer to pay. Amount of money to pay for beer. I wouldn't be able to do it, honestly. Thanks, Craig. Honestly, it can be fun. We had Sean and Kyle hijack a couple weeks ago, and we talked about the fuck did we talk about? What movie did we talk about?
I'm sorry, I was looking at.
Is Sean drunk?
No, what are you talking about?
I'm kidding.
Oh no, I was reading it.
All right, you sound far away again.
Oh, is that better? Oh, I think you know what happened. Hold on. Oh, I know what happened. Better? Oh, you know what? Everything just like switched over to a different. Did I lose you again?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, literally everything in my headphones went super silent too. Yeah, what about Kyle?
No, you and Kyle joined the stream from me and Thomas a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we talked about what?
We did a beer review.
On the Thomas live stream? We talked about movies.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. I'm a jackass.
Yeah, what movie?
Shit, now I'm really just totally blanking. I'm totally blanking. I remember doing it. I was sitting at this table. It wasn't the Batman.
No.
It wasn't a movie. Thanks, Clayton. It was Boba Fett.
That's right.
See, Mike threw me off my game. Thank you.
Fucking Clayton coming through clutch.
Well, he realized that you just threw me for a loop, and he realized that you just made me drink a 14% stout by myself to my face. So he's like, oh.
No, I didn't know the answer, so I was asking you.
Did you really not know the answer?
I can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
I think I said that I couldn't remember.
Oh, I thought you were just playing with me. All right. So I got this because you know why this is good to do on a live stream, because we already reviewed this.
Let me go get mine, and I'll be right back.
Cool. All right. So hold on. Yeah, I want to go back to this for a second. Yeah. So secondary, $300. Was it worth it? Like, is the bourbon that you bought for $50 worth the price of that beer? Because it sounds amazing. And which one did you get? Did you get the regular one? Did you get the crazy one? Or did you get the whole set? If you got the whole set, then that sounds awesome. Yeah, Blizzard. Yeah. So we did this, the first batch. I don't know if it was the first batch. We did this, I think, last year. And I remember we made many jokes about the Blizzard of 78 in New England, which neither of us were born for that. So this one was turned on 2/21, so it's a little over. It's a little over a month old. But yeah, Boba Fett. But yeah, that was a good live stream. I remember having a lot of fun with that, even though I didn't remember what we were talking about. But that was supposed to be, I think, a live stream where we were supposed to talk about a lot of Star Wars, and then that's where kind of the Boba Fett came in, and then we just ended up going off on a tangent. I think I said that in reverse. That was a pretty big stout I just drank. And here we are. I'm gonna drink some water. Is anyone else excited for well, Clayton, you said Boba Fett, so I imagine you're excited for Obi-Wan. I'm excited for Obi-Wan. Even Andor looks pretty damn good. Andor is supposed to be coming out. I had the here we go. I had the 2019. It was the best beer I ever had. I haven't had the 2021. I'm guessing I paid $50 for one. That's a good point. That's amazing. So was it just the regular one, or none of the specialties? Because either way, that's awesome.
So Sean, it's Endor, not Andor.
No, I'm talking about Andor the series.
I know that. Oh, where's Andor?
The dude from fucking Rogue One.
Oh,
not Endor.
I came back. I was just about Andor. I'm like, what the fuck is Andor? Oh, it must be Endor. Oh, you're right. It must be Andor. Why the fuck would they create a character named Andor in the world that has Endor? So dumb. Fucking Disney.
So speaking of Star Wars characters, this is gonna be weird, but so Mike already knows this, and everyone else on the live stream doesn't know this, but not that it really is a big thing. We're getting a dog, we're getting a puppy, and we're getting a golden doodle, mini golden doodle. And I sort of wanted a boy because I felt like I kind of wanted another male in the house. Not that really matters, but they're like, all right. So my wife was like, all right, if we're getting a girl puppy, which we are, she's like, you can be in charge of the name as long as we agree with it. She's like, and don't pick Leia. And I was like, fine. Because quick side story. When my wife was pregnant, we were trying to figure out names for my daughter. And I picked Kaylee. And if anybody watches Firefly, they would know Kaylee from Firefly. And she watched Firefly, mind you. Didn't think anything of it until our shower. And one of my buddies comes up to her and goes, I can't believe you let Sean name your kid after a character from Firefly. Carrie was like, what the fuck? And I was like, too late now. Sorry. So she's like, yeah, you can name the dog, but we have to have final naming. And she actually, what were we gonna say?
Veto power.
Yeah, full veto power. Like Kaylee has some names. Carrie has some names in mind. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to, she's like, do you have anything? Do you think anything? I'm like, we have like a month. No, 2 months. I'm like, I'll figure this out. And Carrie even came into the room one day. She goes, you know what I think is actually a pretty cool name I didn't think of? And she goes, Buffy. And I was like, I don't think that's a good dog name at all. You do think so? I don't think it's, I don't like it as a dog name.
It is more a dog name than a person name.
I forgot we're reviewing this beer and I just took a sip of it.
Sorry.
But anyways, okay. But I was like, Buffy, I'm like,
you know what? We have a house where we have a cat named Willow and Darla.
Yeah.
So
and a dog named Bruce. But
Bruce Wayne, specifically.
Right. I have some ideas, but I think I don't know. Buffy, I don't know. Like, I guess I would like, here, come here, Buff. Like, I don't know, Buffy's like too many syllables.
Buffy is a good name. It's a good dog name. It's better for a dog name than like a human girl name. It sounds like a dog's name.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Or you can go with Cordy. Good dog's name.
Cordy's actually a really good one.
I know.
I love Cordy. Carrie, if you're, I don't know why I'm looking. Well, I'm looking up probably because she's right there. Carrie, if you're watching, Cordy. She's not watching. Anyways, remember
because you can't go Zoe because from like Firefly, although that was a good name because you're friend.
I immediately thought the same thing because I was trying to think of other Firefly characters to keep it in line with that, and I was like, Zoe can't do that. Honora, nope, that'd be weird.
Nope. So is that where Larry got the name?
I don't think so. He's never admitted it to me, at least.
I think it was. All right, so let's get to this beer.
Do you remember when we first reviewed this?
Yeah, we talked a bunch of shit about the fucking blizzard.
Yeah.
I remember.
So this is a 10% triple IPA from Hop Budget for the World, courtesy of Hop Budget for the World. So
Citra, Mosaic, Eldorado, and Equinaut. Or Equinaut, whatever.
And I'm not going to look at the tasting notes.
So I mean, it looks like a hazy, right? It's sort of soft, golden, kind of fruity color. Cool. It actually has almost vague pinkiness to it, but it is golden color.
I'm just texting myself the timestamp in case we want to edit this out as a proper review. But yeah, you're right. Like the pinkness, actually, yeah.
In those?
Let's do it. Mine's really cold, so it's gonna like.
Mine's quite cold.
Pink grapefruit.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
You got a little bit of that like touch up. I got it on my nose. Like touch of lactose.
Yeah, I'm actually almost getting like green grape skins too. I know there's no Nelson in it, but I'm sort of getting that sort of thing.
That's interesting. Oh, and I think Clayton spelled Euconaut right earlier.
No, it was Douglas.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I mean it's tropical. It has a nice amount of bitterness. That's sort of like that sort of earthy kind of floral kind of bitterness, kind of a note. Get some sweetness. Definitely got that sort of that grapefruit thing. I would not have pulled that, but you're right. I can't lose it now. It's there.
But there is that like confectionery sugar thing that you get with a lot of like lactose beers.
And there's there is almost like some citrus rind in there too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's so nice.
Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
So two things. First off, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to do two bottles of 16%, 14%, other half stouts. Yeah, Mike, sure, let's do this 10% triple IPA. Second, this is delicious. It does not taste 10% at all.
Especially after having it 50% stoned.
Well, that's probably why. It drinks just so smooth. It has this like fresh papaya, like freshly cut tropical fruit too. It's like it cuts through with this like little bit of bitterness right through the bitterness starts interestingly right at the mid palate, subtly, and then
I'm getting
bitters
it.
out
Yeah,
more.
right about here, right in the mid. You're right. Yep. It's nice, and honestly, I'm getting a little bit of almost of a sort of a like a confectionery caramelly kind of a thing as well.
Yeah.
I'm getting like almost apricot, a lot of apricot here.
I can see that. Yep.
Like almost like honey soaked apricots. It's, I mean, it's fucking exceptional.
It's delicious.
Really good. Yeah. Super drinkable.
Like it comes to like triple IPAs, like them and Other Half are like the two big breweries that like I am super into them doing triple IPAs. Like not lately, but just in general.
Triple IPA.
I guess it's not that real, what you said. But I love the can. I love the can art though. Like
so do I. I love the colors. I love that blue color.
I think this came out before True New Englander too, which you didn't actually have though, which is weird.
You son of a
as the
bitch.
launch. No matter how many beers I've had, I'm always going to remember that it was a thing.
What I especially like on this can, and it's hard to show on camera, is the light, the street lamp.
Oh, yes.
It sort of looks like glare, but it looks like really good in real life.
It actually, like the way that Dan Jetsa like makes his art. If you guys don't follow, if you guys are fans of Hot Butcher and you don't follow Dan Jetsa on Instagram, follow him. He I think he released the first sort of like teaser pic of Hot Butcher's taking over of Other Half spot, and he's going to do a mural. It looked awesome. So yeah, this. Oh, in the back, what is this in the back? Like right near the tasting note, which we're not going to be able to read because of what it is. Is that a chair?
It is something. Sure.
All right, but tasting notes, what we got? Less tropical, light resin, ripe berry. Yeah.
Yeah, I am getting almost like not quite like a lot of times with Mosaic I get like strawberry and blueberry and stuff like that. I'm getting not quite blueberry. I'm getting something else. What am I getting here? For berries. Maybe it is blueberries. It is blueberries. Okay. I'm getting
gooseberries.
Gooseberries. Oh, dude, gooseberries are the shit. And you're
I
right.
love gooseberries. I love gooseberries.
That's what I'm getting here. You're right.
I remember the first time I had gooseberries, I was like, this is the most eye-opening fruit I've ever had. Because I get it in some beers.
I never used to, because the first time I had gooseberries was probably the last year or the year before.
Mine has only been the last like 3 to 4 years, so still relatively recent.
But I think that's exactly what it is. It is because I was getting like a fresh berry note, but I couldn't really quite put my finger on it. You know, that's what it is. I mean, this beer is fucking ridiculous. It's awesome.
It's awesome, and it's the perfect beer to review on a live stream because we reviewed it before. We're not knocking it. And I remember like we both really loved it, but we totally gave it so much shit for being like Blizzard of 67. Talk about the Blizzard of 78. We probably should have Googled how many inches they got.
Probably 8.
Probably like 2.
But it's probably closer to 4. Who measured it? Was it a woman? Probably 4 inches.
Jesus Christ. All right, to the comments we go. It is delicious, and as always, we want to thank Hot Butcher. Thank you guys for sending this. Like, you don't have to send a beer, but you do.
And I mean this. They do make some of my absolute favorite IPAs. I don't buy IPAs anymore because I think a lot of people make IPAs sort of the same as everyone else. They take an interesting approach to IPAs. I love it.
And they get distributed not as much, but they do show up in our area. And whenever I go to the store to try to find it, it's gone.
You're gone. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say. Here, this is what I was gonna say. The regular one is pretty much the special one. The package is with 3 table beers. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, so I misread it. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. So that makes sense. Which is interesting. If they want, like, that sort of sounds like the thing. Like, who's done that before? People have done that with beer, and they've done it with other things. Like, if you want to get this, you got to buy this, and this.
Yeah, but dude, table beers are so good. I love table beers. Are really
good. We have a table beer from Steven that's like 3.6% in the fridge, which I forgot about. Package is 100 retail, so I basically pay 50 for the. Yeah, that's totally worth it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I didn't watch the first review, is what all you folks here talk about every time. There's bad snow, not as bad as 67. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes around New England too. Everyone's like, "You think this snow is bad? Wait till blizzard of 78. People had their cars stuck on the highway. Like, I had to walk to school."
The blizzard of 78 was bad, but it was only bad because they weren't prepared for it. Like, we've had more snow since. That was
yeah, 100%.
Easily managed.
Like, remember a few years ago, we just got dumped on constantly for like days and days.
Dude,
I was when I had the ice dams. Remember the dice dams?
Dude, I went to your house once. Not your house, your apartment in downtown before you bought your house, and we got like stuck there. Like,
oh yeah,
like we were there. Like, and Chen got noticed that we couldn't even drive out of there, so she couldn't go to work in the morning. Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
You guys lived there for a couple of days, and then we went to the bar.
Yeah, we were at your house for, like, I think 2 nights.
The only reason we got to go to the bar was because the bartender lived like down the hall from us in the apartment. So he's like, "I went over to the bar. You guys want to come?" Like, okay, let's do it.
Good times.
That was fucking great. And those are like experiences you can never like. You know, people like want to like relive it. Like, oh, that experience is great. We got to do that again.
Can't do it.
You can never recreate that vibe. You know what I mean,
dude?
Like we can't go anywhere except for like over there. You can't get in your car. What else are we gonna do? Drink and just.
What was funny is we walked to your apartment. We walked there only because we wouldn't have to drive home because we can walk back home. It wasn't a big deal. And then the snow got so bad we literally weren't even allowed to drive home anyway. Yeah. So it didn't work. And we ended up going home for a little bit and then came back to the house and just kept drinking.
Yep. Oh man, I miss those days.
Good times. And you know, I remember one time. At one point that night, like back then, Chan was still a little bit religious, and she'd passed out. So we were watching Jim Jeffries, and she woke up. She's like, "What the hell are you watching?" And Jeffries was going, "Dude, that was fucking awesome. That was a really funny time. I missed that. Not that I miss it, but those are good times, and I'm grateful we had them.
100%. No,
anyway, back to this.
The berries. Yeah, well, Mike's the berries a little bit, but. And I said the gooseberries, but
he probably said it. He probably
he said it 11 minutes ago.
I did get blueberries at toward the end, but I do get more gooseberries than anything. But what's weird, a lot of time with Mosaic, I do get sort of like underripened strawberries. I'm not getting it here at all. This is pretty sweet.
Hold on, I should have sent the triptych Gooseberry Sour. Did I make a Gooseberry Sour? Holy smokes!
Jesus Christ.
Also, the one you had before had honey, by the way. Definitely multiple feet of sun. Wait, what do you mean?
The Blizzard had honey before?
Oh, well, what?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm going to Google it.
I do get honey on this, though. I mean, I wasn't.
You got a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah, like I do get sort of like, it's sort of like a caramelly kind of a honey kind of a deal that I'm getting. I did say at one point honey soaked apricots. I'm like a big fucking nerd, but I do get it.
They really have honey in it? Jesus, that's loud.
Jesus Christ.
I love our intro.
Clayton says,
yeah, 100% brew with honey.
Yeah, he said last one had honey. This one does not.
Okay. Then that brings up the question of
Stop it, son.
What?
Oh, I thought you say how is this the same beer if it had All right, never mind.
I was.
Go ahead.
Oh. How's the same beer?
Son of a bitch.
But all right, then call it the Blizzard of 67 without honey.
Well, maybe they forgot to put honey on the can.
We actually reviewed this one in lockdown, which is weird. 2020? How do we do this? Oh no, 2020 was right when lockdown started, so never mind. Oh, this was actually the month before lockdown started. It was February, so lockdown was right around March, right?
Yeah, it was late March. Good times. You know what's funny is I think we all saw it coming too, even at the time. Like, things were kind of change. You can kind of smell it in the air.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I want to text Jeremiah and be like, where'd the honey go, buddy? Hey, Dan or Mike, or both of you.
Who is FLX? If they go on, is it either of them? I always imagine it's Dan. I
think so. I think it's Dan because Dan had the account for a while. I was actually on YouTube the other day on my Amazon tablet I use in the kitchen when I'm cooking and stuff like that, and like which gives me weird recommendations because it uses like the web version and shit. And it recommended me something from FLX from 12 years ago. It was, I'm assuming, Dan recording a Randy Orton match at Raw live. And I was like, this is the weirdest recommendation ever from 12 years ago. And it was on FLX. It's me. He goes, it's me, Dan.
Oh, even funnier. Yeah, like, and I mean this, if anyone's part of any of this shit, if you see a message from Nerdsense, it's Sean.
Clayton's got it. Mike sees the Nerdsense messages on Instagram, though. He sees them. I don't. And he's replied a few times. You know, you've replied a few times. There's been a few times where we've had conversations, and it's been weird because I've been replying and you've been replying, and we forgot that it's like both of us are playing, and like it gets a little weird.
Yeah, but I mean, I probably only replied to Nerdsense maybe 3 times. It's not often. I almost never check Nerdsense Instagram. It's not that an issue. I just don't think to.
You're allowed to. I wouldn't mind a little help.
I'm pretty sure that I'm not allowed to. Sean, the producer.
Oh, I think it's the opposite. I'm like, hey, Mike, let's wait up. I'm gonna respond to some messages. So what happened to the stream? Oh, the stream tonight.
Someone got sick.
Well, everyone who watched the stream already knows what happened, so we could probably tell him.
So Joe from the Behringer Pro got sick, and he was shitting his brains out, apparently. There we go. That happened.
Yeah. So here we are.
Sean is the only one liking the Insta post. Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not the issue. I'm not like disliking them. I just don't fucking see them.
No, to be honest, Clayton, Mike and I have a discussion every time I'm ready to like an Insta post. So right. any of them that I haven't liked by you are because Mike said, no, I don't like that post. Do not like that post by Clayton.
Yep, that's true.
So I don't know which ones we haven't liked, but any of those, it's all Mike's fault.
I'm horrible with social media, man. I'm very, very bad. I just don't. I know. Even I disconnect from Facebook like 3 months at a time, and then there's still times for like 6 months where I'm not disconnected that I forget to check. It's just I'm terrible. It's not an issue. It's just
that's fair.
I'm just a piece of shit. That's all.
No. I just don't know how to turn off my, like, you can have multiple accounts on Instagram, which is fine, like, which I would love to be able to do, but like, I'm always on the Instagram account. Like, I have all the stuff I follow there, and it's like some of the stuff I follow, I'll follow stuff, and I'll be like, I wonder if Mike actually likes this stuff. Like, what if I follow like Spider-Man Marvel MCU movie lover? Mike doesn't like that stuff.
Nope.
Is this bad? But I'm like, I want this in my feed because I don't want to like sit on my own Instagram. My own Instagram is just a lot of personal stuff, but I never go on that because I'm always on the Nerdsense Instagram.
My Instagram is all MMA stuff.
You should see. That's why we just combine We should just literally just abandon both of our Instagrams, just put all of our stuff on there. Like I'll put like
most of my This person was like my dog. I mean, I have
wait till we get our dog in a month. Who knows when we even forget? No, to stop posting. But this is what we're drinking, Dan. Blizzard of 67, which apparently doesn't have honey this batch, which is interesting. Keith.
Oh shit!
Sorry, I'm skipping over everyone's comments. Keith, I love you.
Yeah, I don't. My Instagram page might have 30 fucking posts. It might. I'm actually signed into Nerdsense right now because I had to look at that comment from Clayton.
You son
of a
bitch.
Son of a bitch. Back to mine. Back to the real account.
Keith, you slacker. That's what I said.
I have 59 posts. Damn, girl.
That's par for the course. What are you drinking? Alpine Lager. Huh. What's your Sam Adams niche?
Dude, I have 59 posts in 5 years on Instagram.
Actually, I want to check what's mine. Dan just messaged us. Never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. You should have just saw it. Damn.
Clayton, that beer fucks. And I agree. You can't drink it slow. Like, it's so easy to smash up, and that'll smash you up. Nothing wrong with that.
Like, man, if we each had a can to our faces, that would have been.
We would have been happy, but I might not have been able to drive home.
Alpine Lager, I love.
Yeah. Ooh, he brings up a good point here.
He does. Now, Dan, a lager is a cold fermented beer that is not necessarily very hoppy. It doesn't taste like orange juice or passion fruit or any type of fruit, but it's still a delicious, delicious beer.
He wouldn't know.
I'm literally doing YouTube comments. I do that sometimes too because it's only me. Where like I'll see like a bunch of comments. And the worst part is, you know what YouTube does? So when I get comments on YouTube, no, sorry. When we get comments on YouTube, I see them, and I will like them, or I will hit the little heart button. According to YouTube, that means it's a reply. Right. So if I go to comments when I go on my computer and I actually go to the comments or I go to the YouTube Studio, it automatically filters on comments you haven't replied to. So it thinks that loved heart comments or liked comments are already replied to. So they're hidden. Then I remember, oh crap, I liked that comment or I loved that comment. Now I gotta go back and reply. Because it's only me that sees them. If there was a second person, you could have like a
who could that second person
control? Be? You could have a control system here.
Right. But how about this? How about as long as it's only one person commenting, it's always one voice. Because I get froggy. I'm way shittier. And I will talk straight shit to people.
We don't get shitty comments.
We used to.
I just, oh man.
If anyone sees a shitty comment on our page and there's a reply from a guy named JDF fan, it's me.
I just want Nerdsense jizz reviews.
Wow.
That's what I want. Kyle's so lucky.
I've been assuming that was Joe from the Beer Patrol the whole time.
Anyways. But Keith, I do respect that you're actually going to go through tomorrow and just like go through your comments.
Yeah, me too. I have no idea what that's like.
You do you so much. Keith, I love your channel updates. It makes me so excited when I see like a 30-minute video and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Keith's videos are so like non-bullshit free. They're bullshit in like Keith's way is bullshit sometimes, but like Keith's pretty fucking honest. He keeps his shit like so real.
He's the realest of the real beer tubers ever. He gives zero fucks.
0 fucks. He gives 0 fucks about time. Doesn't give a fuck about people. I appreciate that guy.
Stone does brew hazy enjoy buys though.
They make hazy caramelly beers for sure.
We're gonna wrap this up very soon, Dan.
Oh yeah, Sean is on that way. Yes. If anyone doesn't know what that is, you are missing out, buddy.
2021 Bigfoot.
Good times.
If I ran a brewery, I'd make a smoked hazy. Dude, that's perfect. I'm trying to think how a smoked hazy IPA would taste. Terrible.
Delicious. Awful. That's what I meant. I meant awful. Sorry. Dude, what is... Doesn't Able Ebenezer make a smoked IPA?
They make one good beer.
What is it? Burn the Ships. What is that?
It's not a smoked. We reviewed Burn the Ships and we loved it. Maybe not that.
If we did, then I was drunk and lying to you. That beer sucks balls.
All right. Let's be real. It was also voted. Wow. Oh, maybe you're right. No, it wasn't Burn the Ships. But you're right. It is a cherrywood smoked IPA, but it won voted best New Hampshire made beer. An IPA like no other with Northern Brewer and Cascade hops and cherrywood smoked malts.
Yeah.
I don't think that was it.
I don't like Able Ebenezer. Shannon and I went maybe 8 years ago, and we had every beer that they had there, and they're all bad.
No, we did in the beginning. We liked something.
Yeah, we did a review. I think we did like a short form review. I think we did in your kitchen, and then we did a review.
Wow. We did no. Victory nor defeat was the beer we liked when it was good.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know. I don't remember.
And I remember that, and that beer was good.
Burn the Ships is when everyone have you had Burn the Ships? I'm like, yeah, it's awful. Jesus, fuck off. And I mean this, I can drive to Able Ebenezer in like 6 minutes from my house. I can drive there very quickly, and I don't go ever.
Nobody wants to.
No.
Clayton's drinking a Bigfoot.
Oh, fucking hell. That looks good.
2010.
Yeah, that's very smart.
It's probably delicious.
Yeah, I bet it was. Honestly, 2010 was delicious for us.
That glass is great.
What is that?
It's a Tico.
Yeah, but no, I know it's a Tico, but what is that? What is the design? What is it? What brewery is that?
I don't know. Clayton, did a mic pour check your Insta? Oh yeah, that is a mic pour.
Proper pour. Mic pour. It's a proper pour. Mike only does things the right way. Ask everyone except Sean. He doesn't count.
See, Clayton, what you do?
Wow.
I can't think of any smoked IPAs, but I've definitely had that.
We just talked about one. We just talked about
I know, but I don't remember having it. We were talking, but we were talking about Victor. I was thinking about Victory nor defeat, and that's how the smoked IPA. But I've definitely had their
smoke. But Burn the Ships is, and that's terrible.
I've definitely had Burn the Ships, and I don't remember it.
No.
Sorry, I didn't see it. I was looking at their stuff.
No, Kyle. We did invite him on, but he was busy with other things. Horrible things.
He's watching TV. It's not horrible.
Well, that's how you want to phrase it. That's fine. You do you.
That's an untapped glass. They threw me 20% off. I couldn't resist. I think it was. Oh, cool.
It's a really cool glass. I like it. I approve.
Yeah. And I you know what? I like cool beer glasses that aren't brewery specific.
Same. Like like that one you got from me.
Dan. Which one?
The Simpsons one there.
I got you that for your birthday.
Are you drunk? I said the one you got me.
Oh, I thought you said no. You might have clipped. You said what I heard.
What did you say?
I heard. Oh, I think we're clipping. I heard the one you got from me.
So who did I get it from?
You said the one you got from me. I thought you
Oh.
meant, it sounded like you said you got it for me. And I was like, no, wait, I got it for your birthday.
No, the one you got for me.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
Oh, Jesus. This glass I love the best, though.
What do you got?
Mike hates
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Mike hates it. I don't know.
Is that
does Mike know what it is?
Story?
Oh, he knows what it is because he loves it secretly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking pussy.
Mike secretly loves Christmas. I'm getting really drunk. Anyways, oh yeah, they all no, Dan, we didn't all bail. Mike and I are here, and technically Joe showed up for a while. He was on the toilet. True story, bro.
Look at Dan talking crap behind my back. Hey, all I'm saying, is showing up for FLX beer reviews. He's never shown up for a Nerdsense review in New England. Just saying.
Wait, who hasn't?
Paper Patrol has never shown up in New England to do a review with us.
That's a good point.
Jesus Christ. No bueno, sir.
No. We're here. We got Mike's room with the cloth Galaxy poster. Me with a crazy installation in the background. I don't know why you wouldn't come to us.
If I was upstairs, it'd be some like Green Lantern shit, but I'm downstairs. I'm closer to the Wi-Fi. It's easier to do the streams down here.
That was the joke.
I mean, fuck Batman.
Did you say fuck Batman?
You can't prove I said shit. Speaking of Batman,
You're there.
did Sean freeze again?
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Batman, you said.
Yeah, Batman's overrated.
The character or the movie?
The Batman. The movie, The Batman.
I'm not getting into this. We're 2 hours into the stream. If you wanted to talk about this, you should have did it like into the middle of the stream. I'm not getting into this discussion right now.
I wanted to, but I figured I'd get you honest first.
I really liked it, but I'm not doing this right now because I got to pee so fucking bad. And I was actually gonna be like, hey, we're at 2 hours. We should probably wrap this up.
We should. However, let's get this out of the way first.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, we can end this.
Or do you want me to pee and then I'll come back and then we can
No,
30 minutes.
No, we this is plenty. This is fun.
Stream, I was like, we started talking about stuff and then we started talking about other stuff, and I was like, how can I bring up, and I wasn't gonna bring the Batman. I wanted to bring up the conversation we had in a text about like bat suits and Batmobiles and like that type of silly shit. And then we're 2 hours later. But that's a whole other live stream.
No, honestly, what made this better is that we weren't searching for conversation. Like a lot of the people, especially like Clayton and Joe being a filthy animal, we're kind of making the conversation fun.
Is that...
Yes,
it is.
That's what that is. That is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, Sean is freezing. Yeah, he's frozen again. Weird.
I'm not sure if it's the internet because it could be.
Yeah,
it could be.
The internet's not freezing. Sean is. It's fine.
It's fine. But this was fun.
Sean, it was a good time. I'm glad we did this. And honestly, I'm pretty glad we ended up with like a pretty. I mean, for us, it's a pretty decent turnout. Usually, just
it wasn't too offensive.
It was a big 0 up at the top. We've had between 8 and 10 people most of the time. It's been pretty sweet.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Where the hell? Hold on. Where the hell? CB.
Where is he?
CB.
CB. I do not know.
Cheers, boy, Batman. Oh wait. Cheers, Clayton. Later. CB Batman. Rob, what's CB Batman?
Christian Bale.
Oh.
Isn't it? Where's the trigger? Isn't that his deal?
Oh yeah. Where are the other drugs coming? Where are the other drugs?
Yeah. Christian Bale.
We are terrible Batman fans.
Oh, we're the worst.
We miss Christian Bale.
I was like, Keaton, nope. Pattinson, nope. Batfleck, nope. Fuck.
Forgot about the one we love a lot.
Yeah, I still love Bale. Bale's a great Batman.
Terrible people. Sorry,
I think it's
Rob,
a weird thing that
awful.
people sort of have decided they sort of turn on that series in the last.
Screw that shit, because
it's so fucking dumb.
It's that's such a great series. Like it was a great trilogy. Everything about that trilogy was great. We should definitely do another either like a regular podcast long format thing, and then Batman. It was just do a Batman in general.
Well, we did a really good Batman podcast. I think we did a good Nerdsense Batman podcast. But I think we should do one on the Dark Knight trilogy. I think we can have fun with that.
Oh yeah, and I just rewatched that recently, so it's very fresh in my brain. It's so good.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching for the last 2 hours and 11 minutes. Yeah, you're not joking, Rob. It was all about the villain. So hopefully we can do an actual live stream with that soon. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We're out.
Cheers.